Hey everyone, welcome back to your ultimate destination for all things the bold and the beautiful. If you're as hooked on the endless drama unfolding in the glamorous world of Los Angeles as I am, then you're in for a treat. I'm your host, CBS Bold and the Beautiful, and today we're diving deep into the spoilers for the week of January 26th through 30, 2026. This isn't just any week. Oh no, this is the build-up to February sweeps, where the stakes skyrocket, emotions boil over, and the plot twists come at you faster than a Forrester fashion show runway. We're talking about major meltdowns that will have you gasping, broken promises that shatter alliances, shocking betrayals that redefine relationships, and even some heartwarming wedding goals to remind us that love can still bloom amidst the chaos. If you've been following along, you know B&B never disappoints, but this week, it's absolute pandemonium. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's break it all down step by step. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Trust me, you won't want to. Let's start with the big picture before we zoom in on the juicy details. The Bold and the Beautiful has been on fire lately, with storylines intertwining like the threads in one of Eric Forrester's couture gowns. We've seen family feuds escalate, forbidden romances ignite, and villains like Sheila Carter lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce. As we head into this week, the tension is palpable. The show, which has been captivating audiences since 1987, continues to deliver that signature mix of high fashion, higher drama, and heartfelt moments. Created by William J. Bell and Lee Phillip Bell, B&B focuses on the Forrester family and their rivals, the Logans and Spencers, all navigating love, betrayal, and ambition in the cutthroat world of fashion design. With a cast that's as talented as they are stunning, including veterans like Catherine Kelly Lang as Brooke Logan and John McCook as Eric Forrester, alongside newer faces bringing fresh energy, this soap opera remains a daytime TV staple. Now, for January 26th through 30, 2026, the writers are pulling out all the stops. Sources like Celeb Dirty Laundry and Soap Dirt have dropped hints that align with what we're about to discuss, and fan forums are buzzing with predictions. But remember, these are spoilers, so if you want to go in blind, pause now and come back after the episodes air. Otherwise, let's jump right in. First up on our spoiler extravaganza is the Promise Breakers saga, and it's kicking off with a bang involving Dylan, played by the incredibly talented Sydney Bullock. Dylan has been at the center of a slow burn connection with Will Spencer, portrayed by Crew Morrow, and let me tell you, their chemistry has been sizzling. For those who need a quick recap, Will is the son of Bill Spencer and Katie Logan, and he's been in a relationship with Electra Forrester, brought to life by Linnea Grace. Electra is part of the Forrester clan, adding that layer of family rivalry to the mix. Dylan, who's relatively new to the scene but has quickly become a fan favorite for her nuanced portrayal of vulnerability and ambition, made a solemn promise to Electra that she'd respect their relationship. No funny business, no crossing those invisible lines that soaps love to blur. But according to the spoilers, Dylan is starting to ignore that vow. It's not an outright betrayal yet, but she's inching closer to Will, sharing intimate moments, perhaps some late-night talks at the Spencer Beach House, where so many pivotal scenes have unfolded over the years. Why is this such a big deal? Well, let's unpack it. In the world of B&B, promises are like glass. They're fragile and shatter spectacularly when broken. Dylan's actions are setting up a classic love triangle, a staple of the show since its inception. Think back to the epic triangles of the past, like Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor, which kept viewers glued for decades. This one has all the makings of a modern classic: young love, jealousy, and the potential for explosive confrontations. Dylan's slow drift toward Will isn't just about romance, it's about her own desires clashing with loyalty. Sydney Bullock has been praised for her ability to convey inner conflict through subtle expressions, and I bet we'll see plenty of that this week. Imagine scenes where Dylan and Will bond over shared experiences, maybe discussing their complicated family dynamics or dreams for the future. The beach house, with its ocean views and romantic ambiance, is the perfect backdrop for these stolen moments. But as Dylan gets deeper, the guilt might start to creep in, or perhaps she'll justify it to herself, thinking Electra doesn't appreciate Will enough. Now enter R.J. Forrester, played by Brian Nicoletti, who's absolutely thrilled about this development. R.J., the son of Ridge and Brooke, has his own budding interest in Electra, and if Will gets distracted by Dylan, that opens the door for R.J. to make his move. This is where the drama amps up. Picture this: R.J. and Electra collaborating at Forrester Creations, the heart of the show's fashion empire. They're laughing over sketches, bonding over creative ideas, maybe even sharing a coffee break that turns flirty. Brian Nicoletti brings a charming, boy-the-next-door vibe to RJ, making him the perfect counterpoint to Will's more intense Spencer energy. Fans have been shipping RJ and Electra for months now, since their first on-screen interactions hinted at sparks. Social media is ablaze with hashtags like RJ Electra and fan art imagining their future together. But at what cost? Will Electra remain loyal to Will, or will Dylan's sneaky advances cause a rift? Spoilers suggest RJ might push things further, perhaps a confession of feelings or a subtle flirtation that leaves Electra questioning her heart. This love quadrilangle, Dylan, Will, Electra, and RJ, has the potential to dominate the week. Let's speculate a bit. On Monday, January 26th, we might see the initial crack in Dylan's promise, with a scene where Dylan and Will are alone and the tension is thick. By Tuesday, RJ could seize the opportunity, inviting Electra to a work session that feels more like a date. By Wednesday might bring the first confrontation, with Electra sensing something off and confiding in a friend. Thursday, as February sweeps loom, could escalate with a heated argument between Will and RJ, echoing past rivalries like the one between Thomas and Liam. And by Friday, January 30th, we might get a cliffhanger where Electra has to choose, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. The actors involved are killing it. Linnea Grace's portrayal of Electra's innocence mixed with strength is captivating, and Crew Morrow's Will brings a brooding intensity that's reminiscent of his on-screen father, Bill. This storyline isn't just about romance, it's about growth, betrayal, and the complexities of young adult relationships in a high-pressure environment. Shifting gears to one of the most terrifying plotlines this week, the Sheila chaos. Oh boy, if there's one character who can send chills down your spine, it's Sheila Sharp, masterfully played by Kimberlyn Brown. Sheila's history on B&B is legendary. From faking deaths to kidnapping schemes, she's the ultimate villainess. Right now, her obsession with Deacon Sharp, portrayed by Sean Kanan, is reaching dangerous levels. Deacon's attention has been wandering toward Taylor Hayes, played by Rebecca Buddig, and it's not just professional therapy sessions anymore. There's a real spark there, a forbidden attraction that's been building subtly but surely. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan's character and Steffi's husband, is getting seriously nervous about what Sheila might do if Deacon disappoints her. Finn, being Sheila's biological son, knows her dark side all too well, having dealt with her manipulations in the past. The spoilers indicate that after a tense conversation with Sheila at Il Giardino, the Italian restaurant that's become a hotspot for dramatic encounters, Finn's anxiety hits the roof. He's envisioning the worst-case scenarios: Sheila growing suspicious, Deacon breaking his vows, and Taylor caught in the crossfire. Kimberlyn Brown's portrayal of Sheila is so nuanced, she can switch from charming to menacing in a heartbeat, keeping viewers guessing. Steffi Forrester Finnegan, brought to life by Jacqueline McKinn Wood, has already warned Finn about this spark between Deacon and Taylor. Steffi's no stranger to family drama, having navigated her own love triangles and losses. Her concern for her mother, Taylor, is genuine, stemming from years of watching Taylor get hurt in relationships. As the week progresses, spoilers hint that Sheila starts picking up on Deacon and Taylor's true feelings. This could be through overheard conversations, suspicious glances, or even a slip-up from Deacon himself. Sean Kanan's Deacon has evolved from a reformed bad boy to someone genuinely trying to do right, but his chemistry with Rebecca Budig's Taylor is undeniable. Taylor, a psychiatrist with her own turbulent past, including multiple marriages to Ridge, might be drawn to Deacon's rough-around-the-edges charm as a contrast to her usual refined suitors. The countdown to chaos is ticking. Imagine Deacon slipping up with a passionate moment or a heartfelt confession to Taylor. That could unleash Sheila's wrath, turning her against Taylor in the most perilous way. Steffi is poised for major freakouts this week, pleading with her mom to drop Deacon as a patient before Sheila snaps. Jacqueline McKin Wood excels in these emotional scenes, bringing depth to Steffi's protective instincts. This storyline echoes some of B&B's most intense arcs, like Sheila's past rampages that endangered the entire Forrester family. Remember when she shot Taylor years ago? History